Alright, what up guys? This is Wyatt here on Wanderness' channel. We got a top 8 ARG player. He played SoCal ARG. This is going to be his deck profile. So Jeremy, what did you play in the first 5 rounds?
Espion Garbodor.
Alright. So what made you want to take this deck to the event? Just comfortability, I guess?
Well, I've been playing it for the longest time. And since Ultra Prism came out, I was going to build Necrozma. I basically had everything, but I was just more comfortable with this, and people weren't expecting it, so I was like, why not?
So real quick. So what'd you play in round 1?
Round 1? Round 1, I played my teammate, Wyatt Ashley.
What's good?
Shout out to that fool. He bricked and quite unfortunate.
Got the dick. Also, this was a best of 1 event until top 8. Round 2?
Round 2, I played Zoroark Lycanroc.
And that was your only loss during Swiss, correct?
Only loss because I bricked.
Do you remember what you bricked on?
I bricked. I was searching for the energy to Miracle Shine, and I did it. And then basically he snowballed from there.
Okay. Round 3?
Round 3. What's that there, round 3? Round 3, I played the Necrozma. I played Necrozma.
Oh, the new steel?
Yeah, new steel. And then basically just Garbotoxin him out of the game.
Garbotoxin is a very lethal ability right now. 4?
4 was... What was 4? Gardevoir. I played Gardevoir after that, and I got him with Trash Lance. He basically just put too many items in the graveyard. Won.
And then last round for Swiss?
Last round for Swiss was Greninja.
Did he have the Sycamore in lap?
The Sycamore? You mean
the Sycamore in lap?
You mean the Mega?
Oh, was it the break? Oh yeah, it was the break in lap when you Sycamore.
Yeah, the Greninja break.
The pro plays. Any matches you felt you struggled against? Other than the one loss?
In my top 8, I only really struggled against that deck. It was Ho-Oh, Salazzle. They just pumped out too much damage.
Very rogue pick. Really? Very interesting. There's quite a bit of red at this event. Interesting. There's a few red decks.
Just somewhere.
All right. Do you want to any shout outs before we get started with the deck profile?
Shout outs. Of course, got all of Team Host Town. Sponsors being my man White Ashtree, my boy Lupe. I'll shout out what cards he got me. My boy Christian, can't forget about Christian. Almost did. And the rest of Host Town got Key, Javi, Pope. If I'm forgetting anyone, I apologize.
All right, so let's go ahead and get started with this deck profile then.
Staple 4 of the 4 EVs. Can't play without it, along with 3 Espion GXs. I chose to play 3 just because I always wanted to have the 4, but I didn't want to play too many of these to brick. That's about it. And then with the 1 Espion EX.
Now, how clutch was that EX today?
Not too clutch, actually. It got me a couple games, but it just underperformed because the only game it was really good against was Gardevoir.
Okay.
And then we also got this beautiful mat.
This was given out to all top 8 players, obviously.
So got 3 Trubbish, and 3 Garbodors, standard for Garbodor decks. Most people play 2. I only wanted to play the 1 just because of space.
Would you consider bumping it after the event?
Definitely. There were times when they would have to hit my choice band off of either the Espeon or another card that I haven't mentioned yet, and the item off of this. And if I had 2 of them, they would have to choose between these 2 and a knockout. So they would obviously have to do the knockout and still be under the lock. Moving on, we got the 3 Lele's, standard, gotta play it. And the spicy meatball, the 2 Drampas. Play Drampa because people like to poke at this guy. You poke at this guy, I kind of just one-shot your stuff, more or less.
Now, did that perform well today with the Grandpa?
It got a couple KOs. In testing, whenever I played the deck, it was a whole lot more. But it was usually there for some special energy, knockoff, and 1 or 2 KOs. And then the one on Ringaroo was
Banana Mastery?
Banana Mastery. And that's it for the Pokemon. Moving on to the supports. For the Sycamores, I'm rather the greedy player. I want to max out on the cards that give me maximum cards in my hand. And then 2 Ends, 2 Guzmas, 1 Acerola, 1 Skyla, and the best support in the game of Bridget. These are all kind of self-explanatory. So.
Any reason for the 2 Guzma?
2 Guzmas? Other than Guzma doing what it does best at just getting cards that I need to KO. It was clutch because I drew 2 in my Lycanroc matchup, and I got 4 prize cards in 2 turns, but he played out of it and he got me. It's mad. Moving on to the items. 4 Ultra Balls, search your stuff. You go this, Lele, Bridget, best first turn play. 3 of the choice bands, dank damage. 3 float stones. Items are really for the Garbotoxin.
Don't want to get stuck in on that Gravador?
Yeah, don't want you to have abilities.
True.
And then 2 Field Blowers, gotta hit the, Mount Cornet.
Would you consider pumping it to 3? In the upcoming format?
In the upcoming format, definitely. Some people already have it at 4 because Mount Cornet is just huge.
It is an insane card right now. Steel is seeing tons of play.
And then you also knock off basically just items that you need to get off and turn off the lock. Resurgence for your Pokemon. Potown's really clutch for all those decks that evolve. It's not as good because of all the other EV decks that are going around because they get around this. But I played Gardevoir, Lycanroc, decks that manually have to do it, so we're doing just fine. And also, if I do it, it turns on my Grandpa.
That's interesting.
And then the 1 Super Rod, getting a clutch a couple times. And then played the 8 Psychic Energies and the 4 DCEs.
Now, is there anything you would want to change in the build, looking back on the event?
If I was to change something, maybe a second Bridget.
Consistency?
That's really about it. But there were definitely a couple of times where my play strings could have been a little bit different. Would have got me further in the top.
Where did you place in standings?
I placed 3rd place in standings. I had 4 wins, 1 loss, 0 ties. And that got me 3rd. There were a couple guys that were trying to intentionally draw. We don't agree with draws here.
No, Team Hose Down always taking. We either get hosed or taking the hose down.
One-way ticket.
In that final in top 8 match, the Slazzle matchup, anything you want to talk about there? Anything you regret doing specifically?
Regret doing? Definitely. I didn't. Well, one was not really a choice, but I had to start with the Drampa with 180 HP, and he won the die roll and went first. And he got his Kiawe, got the 4 energies. I couldn't get this back, and he knocked it out, 2 prize cards, and then got his engine rolling. And then eventually took out a Lele, got another 2 prize cards, and then one-shot my Espeon with the Salazzle GX.
That is quite rough. Red is very aggressive.
Yeah.
You don't want to get stuck in the
But
wrong
it was basically just something I wasn't expecting to be there.
Nobody wants to tell you that right now. All right, so that was Team Hose Town's interview and deck profile with Jeremy Johnson. 3rd place seating in an ARG top 8 SoCal event. All right, thank you guys for tuning in.